Hi everyone, I'm Evelyn Lockwood, and today we're going to talk about a delicate but extremely important topic, divorce. We know that many marriages end for various reasons, such as infidelity, constant arguments, or financial problems. But did you know that in many cases, the root of these issues may be linked to hormonal health? Yes, libido and hormone levels have a huge impact on the dynamics of a relationship. And what's even more surprising, often this can be resolved with simple care. Let's explore this together. Sexual desire is a fundamental part of any relationship. When libido is balanced, couples tend to feel more connected, intimate, and happy. But when one partner has low libido, it can lead to frustration, insecurity, and even emotional distance. And often, this isn't about a lack of love or attraction, it's about hormonal imbalances. Now, let's talk about a common but rarely discussed scenario. When a man's testosterone levels are too high and his partner's libido is low, this can create an imbalance in the relationship. A man with high libido may interpret his partner's lack of interest as personal rejection. He might think, she doesn't desire me anymore, or she doesn't love me like she used to. And of course, this leads to frustration, insecurity, and emotional withdrawal. But here's the important thing to understand. This doesn't mean the woman doesn't love or feel attracted to her partner. Often, it's just a hormonal issue. On the other hand, when a man has an extremely high libido, he may feel an energy that needs to be channeled. Instead of seeking harmful outlets like infidelity, it's essential to redirect that energy into healthy activities, such as exercise, hobbies, or even personal projects. And of course, professional help is key. A doctor can evaluate hormone levels and recommend the best approach, whether it's balancing testosterone or helping the couple reconnect emotionally and physically. Now, let's talk about women. When female libido is low, often due to hormonal imbalances like menopause or stress, it can create a disconnect in the relationship. The woman may feel guilty for not meeting her partner's desires, and the man may feel rejected. It's a cycle that, if left unaddressed, can lead to arguments, emotional distance, and even infidelity. But just like with men, this isn't a life sentence. When a woman has a normal libido and her partner has extremely high testosterone, it's important for both to understand that this is a health issue, not a lack of love or attraction. And in some cases, a woman may have a high libido while her partner's sexual energy is lower. Here, open communication and joint problem solving are essential. For women, hormone replacement therapy or natural supplements can help restore balance. And just like for men, seeking medical guidance is crucial. After all, what separates the discomfort caused by these imbalances from a satisfying marital life may simply be a hormonal adjustment or a change in habits. So, how can we identify and address these problems? The first step is communication. Talk openly about how you're feeling. Then, consult a doctor to evaluate your hormone levels. In many cases, hormone replacement or natural supplements can help restore balance. And here's an important tip. In the description of this video, I'll leave links to 2 products that may help, one for men and one for women. They're made with natural ingredients and can be a great complement for those facing these challenges. Divorce isn't always the only solution. Often, small adjustments to your health and lifestyle can save a relationship. If you're going through a tough time in your marriage, don't give up. Talk to each other, seek help, and remember that hormonal balance could be the key to reconnecting. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel for more content like this. Let me know in the comments if you've ever experienced something similar or if you have any questions. I'd love to hear from you. Big hugs, and see you next time.